I am tired, so I know they're tired, but it's the February grind, so we got to push through. So, winning on the road is tough. I told the guys, I said, I know you wish you would have played better, and you've done some things differently offensively. You shot the ball a little bit better, you held James, down on his points a little bit more, and things like that. But you play the game to win the game, and you play the game to learn every time you go out. We got some great lessons on film. Mbake stepped in the lane line. Joel took an LVI shot right after timeout. We talked about what kind of shot we want. Just different things that I think these guys can grow from because they're good listeners and they want to get better. So we'll take the win in Laramie and head back to Vegas and get ready for San Diego State on Saturday.
So this team has sort of evolved into a three-point shooting team over the course of the season, and this is 2 games in a row now. You didn't shoot it well, but you found a way to win both of them. What does that say about the team?
Character. I just think you gotta have enough guys that can still go make a play, either defensively or offensively when you need it. And when Wyoming just kept clawing at us and made some threes and did some things to stay in the game, we kind of thought we had the game kind of wrapped up and just had to manage it a little bit. I got to give them credit. They kept fighting. And I think the three-point shot for us is obviously something that when it's going down, we can beat a lot of people. It wasn't going down tonight, but they found a way, like you said. So I think it's character, and the culture that we're building it speaks to being able to take care of business when a little adversity hits. Anything else?
Yeah, what'd you think of your overall defense on James, and did you guys tire him out a little bit because he turned it over in some key spots down the stretch?
I don't really know. I thought Chris played 35 minutes also, so we were just as tired as they were. But I thought when we really needed stops on him, we got him, and that was kind of the key for us. I mean, he's such a phenomenal player. He gets other guys involved when at the right time. He doesn't force things. He's very patient. When he needed to force things because the score dictated that, we did a really good job against him. I think we turned him over a couple times in that last stretch without fouling him for the most part, and I think that's a credit to mostly Chris, because I thought he had the assignment on him most of the night.
How about Clyburn offensively after last game, which was a rough one for him, and he comes back
That was
to
good.
17?
I was happy that he didn't shoot it well from the three, but he made shots. He got to the free throw line. He was perfect from the free throw line, and especially in crunch time when we needed him. You can't keep a good player down. And he was down briefly, but he's a good player and he bounced back. So we're going to need him to be even better on Saturday to beat a very talented Aztec team that's coming in the house. So we got to just keep growing and getting better and getting better and getting better. So we feel really good about how we're playing as we enter March.
You've swept 3 conference opponents now, and I know some people are going to say, well, 2 of those, were not very good teams, but how difficult is that to, win season series like that against teams that are very familiar with you?
It's actually a little more challenging than people think because the teams are so familiar with you then, and you with them, and to motivate your guys if you're the better team, and in this case we were with those 3 teams, but also to get them up for those games and get them ready to play, but then also to make the adjustments during the game, because all coaches are going to not go out and do the same thing if it wasn't successful the first time. So you're going to see different looks. You're going to have to make adjustments along the way. So I was happy to see us, persevere.
Thank you.
All right.
Second game in a row, you guys struggle a little bit from three-point range. What does it say about the team that you were able to win both of those games, and particularly tonight?
I just think we're doing a good job making adjustments. That's the 4th time we played a team twice in conference, and we're 4-0 against those teams, so it kind of shows the growth of this team. But going into March, it kind of shows that you could not shoot the ball well and still be in a game with your defensive effort. And granted, Wyoming plays slow, but they scored 56 points today, so our defense kind of going in an upward direction.
Do you realize, while the game is being played, do you realize as it's going along, like, we're 1 of 10 or 1 of 8, do you realize that it's a bad shooting night team-wide, or are you guys just so focused on one possession that you don't really realize that it is a cold night?
Yeah, we kind of preach, next play mentality here, and any shooter that shoots the ball obviously knows you got to have amnesia. But being a point guard, I got to have a familiarity with what's going on in the game. So obviously, if we're not shooting the ball so well, maybe not tell guys to pull the reins back on threes, but try to maybe get easier threes, so penetrating the gaps, getting kickouts. But this is a group that's kind of younger, so you don't kind of want to sway anybody one way to not shoot the ball because that can mess with their psyche. But being the floor general of the team, I kind of have to understand what's going on. I knew we were 4-22. I knew we didn't shoot the ball well today, but all you gotta do is make in-game adjustments and try to encourage guys and try to tell guys to just take easy ones.
And when the ball came to you in the corner, you knocked down that 3. What did you see on that play?
I just missed the one to play before. I feel like a lot of my shots today were in and out. I had one early that was in and out. I had the runner that was in and out, and then the play before I hit the 3, I just missed at the back of the rim. Those are good misses, so I knew if I got the ball again, I'd make the shot. And Joel made an extra pass, and he was hot tonight, so that extra pass was big. So dagger threes are important on the road.
9-5 now in conference. What do you feel about where this team is right now, heading into the last 4 games, final stretch of the season?
Yeah, I'm proud of this team, but we have a lot of work to go. The thing I'm proud about the most, like I said, we've played 4 teams in this conference twice, and we're 4-0 against those teams: Air Force, San Jose State, New Mexico, and Wyoming. And that's important. Obviously, the teams aren't in the top half of the league, but still, anytime you play a team the second time around, that kind of shows the growth of your team, especially when you got guys in this locker room that are that young. But it's important for our team. We want to get wins right now. 9-5. I think somebody's saying we haven't been 9-5 in conference or 9 wins, I think, in 7 years. So that's important for this ball club. Break a milestone, and we just need that momentum going into March because you need to be playing your best basketball at the right time, like New Mexico did last year in San Diego State.